Hip Hop. We're here in Zotown, California. That's right. We're in the studio where it all happened, from straight out of Compton to everything above. And like I say every week, y'all, from the West Coast to the East Coast and everything in between, folks. You're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop. It's Thursday, y'all, 28th of July. I'm waiting on my guests. Like I tell you before, I always start my show on time. I try my best to start my show on time because Facebook don't play. If you don't start with a certain amount of time, you got to set a whole new link. And sometimes my guests get a little tied up. But I talked to him earlier today, and we confirmed for this afternoon. So it's going to be a minute before he get here. But as soon as he get here, he just hit me. I'm on. I'm on now. So yeah, folks, I'm just he coming. He coming. He just hit me up. So it's only a matter of seconds before he be on the line. This is one of mine. I'm looking forward to this right here, folks. I don't know about y'all, but Five Heartbeats is one of my favorite movies. For real. Every time it's on the TV, I cannot not watch it. My old lady think I'm crazy. My kids think I'm crazy. If I see it on the channel, I'll pop it up. And like he said, there he is, folks. I see my man right now coming to the screen right now. Mr. Tico Wells, a.k.a. Choir Boy from the Five Heartbeats. What's up with you, Doc?
Look like we got something going now.
Yes, sir. You're looking good, sounding good. How's it going today? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I heard you. Hold on, make sure it ain't me. All right here. Test 1, 2. Can you hear me? Tico? I hear you. Hold on there, folks. He here. I hear you. One second. Sometimes this is only one of the small issues with going live, folks. Sometimes you gotta fix this stuff on the fly. But you never get scared. You just do what you got to do. Never fear, never shake, never get scared. Just do what you got to do. That's all. Tico, you good? Say something. Say something. I hear it. We good to go, Doc? I think we got a sound issue on his side. Tico, you good? Can you must can't hear me. You must can't hear me. Oh, always give Dusty a shout out. That's my boy from another mother. Tico, you good? Okay, he must can't hear me, folks. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. My end is tight. My end is super tight. I see. I hear him in the background. Can you hear me yet, Doc? I hear you. Come on. Come on. Can you hear me? You must can't hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I see you fine. I hear you fine. Can you hear me? Come on. Come on. What the hell? Tico. 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 Can y'all hear the Grandmaster? I see him. Come on. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Let me send him a text because obviously. Hey, Tico, can you hear me? What up, Jay Ross? I'm just trying to get to the technical. We're looking good. We're looking great. But I can't see him. Can you see me? Let me call. That ain't working. Can you hear me, Doc? He must be on his phone. He must be on his phone and trying to he must have it on do not disturb, which is a good thing to do. But I don't see why he can't hear me. I see everything is great on my end. I don't see no reason why we shouldn't be communicating. Can you hear me, Doc? He ain't responding to it. He must got to be on his phone. Tico, can you hear me? I got him on the line, folks. We're looking at him. I'm looking at him. Check the video. Video is fine. Resolution is fine. Microphone working. Output. Okay. Let me see here. He just stepped off. Let's see what happens. I'm looking at you, Doc. We're going to fix it. Don't worry about it, folks. Trying to figure out what in the world is going on. Okay, let me see here. Here we go. What about now? All right, we got to edit this right here, folks. I get some noise. Tico.
Hey, I can see you on that one on the computer.
All right.
But I got an echo. Can you hear me?
Test. What about now? Can you still hear me? One's turned off. First one's turned off.
Okay.
What about now? Can you hear me? But I can't hear. I hear you in one.
Wait a minute, let me turn this first one off.
Okay. Now I see you, but I can't hear you. I see you, but I can't hear you. I heard you on both of them a second ago. Bear with us, folks. Bear with us. We ain't going nowhere. We're going to get this figured out. This is a simple problem. I don't know what it is, but I got him on 2 screens. Now we got the echo. You see. Test 1 2.
Turn the mic off that has the picture.
Okay.
How about now?
Okay. You got that loop.
Turn the mic off that has the picture.
It is off. I just turned it off. What about now? Test. Yes. One of them got to turn. You got to turn the volume off.
I'm going to exit on my phone. I'm exiting on my phone.
All right, cool. Test 1. Froze for a minute. Test. There you go. We still looking good. What about he froze? Let's go out of here. Go back in there. Don't worry, folks. We're gonna get it right. Trust me. Been doing this too long not to get it right. Yes, this is OG Choir Boy. Got a fresh beard. Got a little amount of echo on the phone. We're gonna get it straight. Don't worry about it. We cool. I got a little difference, difficulties, but we're gonna get it going. You damn right. That's what I do, folks. I fix problems. We got a freeze right here. Let him get that. He's gonna come back on the phone in just a minute. Folks, I'm looking forward to this interview. We ain't going nowhere, Doc. I had Big Red. I got Choir Boy now. I met Robert Townsend. I ain't got him on the show yet, but you never know. I'm gonna reach out for the other brothers. I know somebody that know him, the light-skinned brother with the deep voice. I know somebody. I think his name is Harry something or another. I know him also. I'm gonna reach out for him as well. So yeah, but he's a little busy. He does that show, damn it, one of the spy shows. But anyway, I'm gonna reach out for him anyway. What we got?
Hear me?
What we got? There we go.
Put the echoes back. Let's see. How about now?
Test.
It's still echo. You hear the echo?
Yeah.
It's a cool effect, but not for this.
All right. Test 1 2. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, let me try something else. I can hear you fine.
That's gonna kill it right there.
All right, how about now?
You got it.
How about now?
Good.
How about now?
I'm good. What about you?
Can you hear me?
I'm good. Yes.
But now I can't hear you.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Here we go.
And I can't see you on my phone.
Oh damn. So where can you see me at? Can't see me on the phone, and we got an echo on the computer. What up, Rashad, I'm sorry. What up, Rashad? Hey, Lonzo. Hey, Higgs, can I get a shout out? Meek Marketing Live, Jay Higgs, what's up with you folks? We're just trying to get this audio together. Can you hear me yet? He doing something. He gonna make some adjustments on his end over there, folks. Thank y'all for being so patient. I appreciate y'all. Usually, we had the same issue last week with Jinx, but that was a whole different situation at the same time. But we figured out, but this one right here, we're not getting in like we're supposed to. We're gonna get it straight. What's up, Marlon, Rashad, Chemo, J Rose? What's up, Doc? I'm looking forward to this interview. I ain't going nowhere, folks. I ain't going nowhere. Don't y'all go nowhere. I gotta have this interview. Nope, can't hear nothing yet. What about now?
I can hear you.
I hear you now.
Okay, that's on the phone.
All right, let's do that. Sound good? Look
Okay,
good.
let me see if I can get into the camera.
Okay.
But that's way over there. Like I'm looking around the corner. All right, we're gonna get it together. It's not deep. But you can hear me, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got you.
All right. Let me just try to.
What up, John Wick? Ready?
Okay. Can you? Let me see.
I hear you. I got you.
All right, now, give me this camera right here. Give me the other camera.
That one right there? That one's frozen.
Okay, let me look into this one. Okay, you can see me. That one's frozen. That's
yeah.
Okay,
We
so
got
turn that other one back on. Let's see.
No. We was good with the sound and the video. You just turn to the side. That's all.
All right. Can you bring up the video?
It's on you. Oh, here. There it is. Well, you got to cut off. Oh, there you go. That's working.
All right. So I don't know where the audio is coming from. I guess it's coming from the computer. So I don't need the computer in front of me. As long as we got audio. And this seems to be the camera over here. So let's see if that camera is working for you.
That's working.
Okay.
That's working.
All right, cool.
All right, we good?
I'm good if you're good.
All right, you just dropped out, but you'll come right back in. Your screen just dropped out. Your video. All right, hold on, folks. Give him a second. We almost had it, man. God damn it, we almost had it. He'll be right back. Give us a second, folks. Man, I don't get excited to meet.
Tico joined.
There you go. Some folks, man, but every once in a while, somebody's does a song or a movie that impacts your life. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
We got
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it cranking.
Let's get it back. All right, we're going to start from the beginning, y'all. From the West Coast to the East Coast and everything in between, folks. You're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip-hop. And my guest today is a icon. It's not from hip-hop, from the movie industry, folks. If you've ever seen the movie 5 Heartbeats, my man played the part of Choir Boy, the brother that went from being a church singer to rock, okay? That was the coldest move I've seen in a long time. I want to welcome my guest, Tico Wells. What's up, Tico?
Hey, brother, how you doing, man? Thanks for having me on.
Man, thanks for being on the show, man. When I told people I was going to have you on the show, man, my chat line lit up, man, because 5 Heartbeats was one of the movies, man, that folks just love. And I was telling them a second ago, every time it come on the TV, today, I still watch it.
I love it. I love it.
I had the pleasure of going to the documentary. Robert did a documentary on the movie, and I was over at Magic Johnson Theater in L.A., and I was able to check it out. Had a chance to meet Robert. I interviewed Hawthorne James. I'm trying to get a couple more of the cast to come on the show as well, man. So it's a pleasure to have you here. Man, how did that movie affect your life? I know how it affected my life. How did it affect your life?
Oh man, it's still affecting me, wow. It's like the little engine that could. It just keeps on growing and growing and growing. It actually started off as a disappointment because the first weekend they pulled it like right after the first weekend, and
What?
yeah, so we were heartbroken. And
Wow.
then it started playing at the Dollar theaters back in '90, and then drive-in movies, and then the DVD came out, and
Okay.
then that gave it a little life. And then it started playing on TV,
Okay.
and then DVDs came out, and the few people who had Blu-ray, and
Okay.
so it just kept growing, and growing and growing, and next thing you know, it was like every year, every so many months, it's on television, it's on BET. Then we had our 5-year anniversary, then our 10-year anniversary, and then our 15-year anniversary. Let's see, I think it was a 10-year anniversary. Monique had us on her show on BET, and then we did the BET Awards, and with After 7, and then it was 15 years, and then this year we celebrated. Wait a minute, I'm talking about. Wait a minute, man. No, Monique was 20. That was our 20th anniversary. This right now is our 30th.
30th.
Yeah, because I didn't have all this when I started.
Right. Can you really sing, man?
Yeah, I can sing a little bit. Yeah, man.
Okay. Can you dance?
You saw me on screen.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah.
One of my guys in the chat room said he reminded me you were on the Cosby Show as well, right?
Yeah, it was.
What else
That was a great experience of my life, man. Everybody in New York in the 80s wanted to be on that show.
Okay.
Particularly if they were black, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I auditioned 4 or 5 times and finally got a shot.
Okay. How long you been acting, man? That your passion?
It's one of them.
What's your other one?
Health and wellness.
Okay.
Love music. I play a lot of djembe right now, African drum.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Sing, drum. Used to write a lot of music in the 80s. I haven't written too much lately, but still been performing. But mostly djembe.
Djembe. I'm not familiar with djembe.
It's an African drum.
Oh, yeah?
It's shaped like, goes in and straight bottom.
Oh, yeah, I have seen those. Okay.
Yeah.
Merck Park. Yeah. Okay.
That's where I'm at, man. I play for African dance class down there. I'm at Venice Beach on the weekends. Sometimes I play for different dances and events.
Okay.
I love it.
What other movies have you played in lately? Are you doing any acting up right now?
I just did a movie called The Prodigal Son. Hopefully it'll be out next year.
Okay.
Or sooner.
Man.
The Prodigal Son. I play a pastor, a bishop, like a Creflo Dollar type.
Did you play a bishop in another movie also? A pastor or something in another movie before?
Yeah, they had me listed as that. I did a cameo for a friend of mine, and I was playing piano, and they put me down as pastor. But,
okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
It's the kind of thing, I don't really look at my resume every day. And the older I get, some of the experience. I did play, oh man, oh God, I'm almost going to forget. I need my resume right now. I can't think of the movie. and I used to think people were pretending when they couldn't remember stuff that they had done. I'm like, yeah, they ain't really do that. They can't even remember. But I'm 60 now, and certain things, man, it's like, what was the name of that movie? I can't even think of it. I did play a pastor.
I forgot records I made, man. People tell me about stuff I made. I forget it all the time.
Been a little bit of time, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, getting old is a beautiful thing, but it has its pitfalls.
It's a trip, man. It's a trip, because like the 5 heartbeats, I stay the same age. But in real life, man, it's like it just keeps on rolling. I'm grateful though. I'm very grateful. I have a beautiful life, man. And
did you audition for the movie, or you kind of knew Robert or something? How'd you go about getting that part?
No, it was like a cattle call type of thing where Robert came to town, and what do I want to say? Robert came to town in New York. I was living in New York, and had an audition. And I was working in Jersey at the time on a play called Spunk, and we did a lot of improv. I never saw the script. Didn't know the characters. I didn't know anything, man. All I know is Robert was doing a movie about a group like the Temptations. And so, when we finished, she said to the casting lady, Jackie Brown, put him down for choir boy. I had no idea what the hell he was talking about. Wow. Really. I took that job sight unseen. I just wanted to work with Robert, and I trusted it. But at that time, too, it was like, earlier, I was 28, 29 when I started. So, I would have played a rock at that time. I would have done anything, pretty much. Okay. I wanted to act. I wanted to perform. I wanted to be a star. At 60, I don't feel the same way. The movie was called Forgiveness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long? When was that?
I don't know, man. Sometime in the last 10 years or so, 5 years or so.
I thought I remember seeing you play a part of a preacher before.
Yeah. It was that was it. It was I can't. It's funny, man. The mind and the memories, man. Certain things. I played you familiar with a group called Graham Central Station?
Hell yeah.
Larry Graham.
Yeah.
I played some songs by them last night, and I remembered the lyrics, and that was in the 70s, man. I can remember lyrics from the 70s. Sometimes I can't remember what I did yesterday, what I ate yesterday. That's how it's funny how the mind makes certain impressions on us, you know what I mean? And then other things just go.
Dude, I think I've experienced that the other day. Me and my son was in the car, and a song came on, and I was singing word for word. And half the time I can't remember the songs that I wrote myself. But this particular song, it just flowed. I was trying to sing it, but I couldn't sing it. But one of Larry Graham, one of my favorite songs by him, man, is called "Your Love." Okay. And
you mean so much to me.
Man, come on, dude.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs in
life.
Okay. And every time it come on, I don't hear it that much, but when I hear it in my car, I'm gonna sing it every time, Doc.
Every time you leave, you're leaving me wanting.
Yeah, so get me started. I wanted to be a heartbeat, man.
Yeah.
I got into the music business. Growing up as a kid in Compton, I grew up, I'm a little older than you. I'm 64. So I grew up
on the Temptations.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. I grew up on the Temptations. I wanted to be a Temptation. I wanted to be something, but I could never sing. I never played the instrument. But when hip hop came around, it gave me a chance to fulfill one of my childhood dreams. And even then, I was in the group. I was a background player. I was the boss. I was like Harold Melvin. I wasn't really doing a whole lot, but I was running things, okay? And to watch how you guys the things you guys went through in that movie, man. For me, I felt the same way when my first time I heard my record on the radio, the first time we did a show, the little fights we had on stage, all that stuff, man. For me as a grown man, I can relate to that shit, dude, because we did that. We did that. I mean, the girls, the shady ass managers, the little dinky ass hotels, dinky ass clubs, thinking we going someplace swank, and they ain't got a chair in the building that match.
You know, who was your favorite Temptation?
David Ruffin.
Okay.
Crazy ass David Ruffin.
I watched a documentary on them last night, man, with David Ruffin, Dennis Edwards, and Eddie Kendricks.
Okay.
And when they were getting ready to let David Ruffin go, he went over to Dennis Edwards' house that night and told him, they're going to ask you to replace me tomorrow. He said, nah, man, what? You can't leave the group, man. I'm not taking your place, man. That ain't right. He said, nah, man, you'd be the right person to do it. And I didn't know that till last night that David Ruffin was like an uncle to Dennis Edwards. Did you know that?
He was a what? He was
an uncle, you know, like a
I know
OG.
that. I did not know that. No.
I didn't know that, man. And they, you know, he loves him, you know. And but the crazy thing about it is, as humble as Dennis Edwards was in this documentary, he really kept the group going, man.
Yeah.
It was a smooth transition.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like the Spinners, it wasn't quite the same. The Commodores.
Felipe left, it wasn't the same, Momo,
wasn't
man.
the same, man. You know,
it wasn't the same.
You couldn't replace Lionel Richie, man.
Right.
You know, you couldn't the Spinners.
Youngsters out there right now. We talking old school now, okay?
Hey, man, people, we are old school.
We talking old school, baby. I mean, this was when you had various voices that made the music, okay?
Everybody was so unique. And that was prior to the 80s. Everybody wanted to be unique.
Speaking of the 80s, it was the Dells that did you guys' voices in that did the music in 5 Heartbeats, right? Was the Dells?
Nah.
Wasn't the Dells?
Nope.
Oh, dude, come on, man. What was the Dells?
Nah.
Who was the music people behind the 5 Heartbeats did?
We had studio musicians helping us, man.
Oh, I mean, cause I'd have bet the farm that was the Dells behind y'all, dude. I just, especially that one song that you got, Houses. Yeah, House of the Home. That's a Dell sounding song. Okay? Right. With all them different voices in there, that's a Dell sounding song.
Nah.
Man, I'm glad you told me that. I've been telling people all this time it was the Dells. Even when I bought it.
You know, that's funny, Lonzo, you said that because I was talking to the guy who played my father in the 5 Heartbeats. He's like, he'll always be my dad, you know.
Okay.
His name is David McKnight.
Okay.
And we were having a conversation this morning. And I was saying, people sometimes feel like not knowing something plus a good hunch equals knowing.
Okay.
And I made that little statement because a teacher of mine one time said people think that being late plus a good excuse equals being on time.
Right. It's bullshit.
Yeah. So we as humans, particularly I won't even just say in this country, I won't even put a race to it. We have this assumption that if we think something is right, it's just as good as knowing. And that's bull. That's bull. We do that with everything, man. We don't like to research anything.
Right. I didn't research anything. I just assumed I knew the Dells sound. That was the Dells behind the fire. I thought the story was even the Dells. I knew it was more of a Temptation type story, but I still, because it sounds so much like the Dells. See, You learn something every day, folks. You learn something every day. My chat room said the same thing.
Robert hung out with them and got story ideas from them.
Okay.
And the Temps. He loved the Temps.
Right.
And he got the idea, he said, because when David Ruffin left, he was so heartbroken, which a lot of people were, you know. I'm sure there were people who, that was the end. Once David Ruffin left, that was it.
Right.
Not me, man. Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stone.
Man, come on.
This wasn't no slouch.
No.
It wasn't no slouch. And
Shack, that's where it's at.
My boy who plays Dennis, I think they had a couple of guys, but then my other guy, Ollie Woodson.
Ollie Woodson was bad too, man.
Ollie Woodson was a bad boy
Ollie
too.
Woodson
Treat him like a lady.
Bad.
Okay.
Ollie Woodson is a bad dude, man. I met Ollie in Arizona back in '91. I was shooting a film with Jean-Claude Van Damme called Universal Soldier.
Okay.
And the Temptations were performing there. And my man, Tiny Lister, bless his heart, man, he was like, hey, man, they got you staying across the river, man, and that little small hotel, you belong over here with us. And Laughlin, Nevada is where we were.
Okay.
You ever heard of Laughlin?
Yeah, I've been there before.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a little mini Vegas, right? And the Temptations were playing there.
Okay.
And so I met Ollie in the dining room one night, and they got us tickets. And Melvin Franklin,
right,
aka David English, told me he was the choir boy of the Temptations. But watching some stuff on Eddie and David. David. I didn't know that David came from the church from Mississippi. He was from a little town in Mississippi.
Okay.
And how articulate he was. Brother was very articulate.
Was he really?
Man, you got to see these documentaries.
I'm gonna watch it now. You told me. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah, David was very articulate.
Okay.
And Eddie was interesting. He was like, I don't give a. I'm gonna say what I need to say. And if you don't like it, that's too bad.
David had a brother also that was pretty tough.
David had a brother. David started out as the drummer before he took the other lead singer's place.
Wow.
Eddie was from Alabama, and he came up north to Ohio, and he had a group, and Otis had a group, and they put the two groups together. And then they pulled David in, but he was the drummer because they already had a lead singer.
Okay.
Eddie did the clothes, he said. He designed the clothes, then they had people make them. And I think he did some of the choreography too.
Now, you know what? I heard also that Leon got a band too, right?
Leon has like a reggae style band.
Okay. I was glad they do 5 Heartbeat songs.
Yeah, I just saw them guys, man, in New York at the Tribeca Film Festival. They screened the film, and we had a Q&A after. It was beautiful, man, to see him. Hung out with Michael Wright a little bit. Eddie Kane Jr.
Eddie Kane Jr.
Yeah.
Man,
people think his name is Kane, C-A-N-E or K-A-N-E.
What is
really Eddie King Jr.
Eddie King Jr.
But he said Eddie Kane.
Man, see, I learned something. I damn sure thought it was C-A-I-N, Kane, or C-I-N-E, C-A-N-E. I see, that's some new shit we just learned, folks. You live with Lonzo.
Okay, trivia. What was Choir Boy's name?
Huh?
What was Choir Boy's name?
I couldn't tell you if you beat my butt.
Anthony Stone.
All right. Did you call yourself Rock at the award show?
Little party, yeah. And the lady whose hand I grabbed, her name is Monique Manning, and she was the original dancer who had this black veil over her face in the video for the video Kiss.
Okay. Prince. Oh, for Prince. Wow. A lot of stars came out that movie, man.
Eddie Griffin was in the movie. He didn't get a he didn't make the cut. That's where I met Eddie Griffin.
Okay, what did he do in the movie?
He was a comedian.
Oh, okay, okay.
We had so many people. The movie could have been 4 hours long, man. I mean, what's his name was in it? Bebe's kids.
Robin Harris?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and he passed away during it while we were filming.
Damn.
Robin Harris passed away, man. Robin Harris, man, was a cat that I went to see him one time in New York, man. And I hurt my stomach literally from laughing. It was like he was a machine gun. I mean, he just kept coming out with joke after joke after joke after joke. I mean, he was great. Robin Harris was great.
Robin used to play a club here. Robin used to play my club back in the day, but he played the Comedy Act Theater a lot. And one night at the Comedy Act Theater, him and Sinbad got into it with like a battle. Dude, it was so funny. People had to run out just to get air. They could not breathe. Because between Sinbad and Robin coming back to back, you couldn't breathe. Dude, you could have robbed the joint with a swab because you could not breathe. More people just started, they would run out the door like places on fire because you couldn't breathe. You couldn't get your breath. He was like that, dude. He was a hell of a cat. He
reminded me of that dude on the corner, man, shooting craps or something.
Yeah, talking about your mama the whole time.
Talking about your mama. And he was very intimidating.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he's an intimidating cat. Or I looked at him as that.
Good brother, though, man. I know him very well. Good brother. Good brother.
He pretty much was the king of the Comedy Act, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. He was the host. He pretty much, when Robin came to the Comedy Act, put the Comedy Act on a whole new level.
Okay.
One night at the Comedy Act Theater, I always tell this story, I'm going to tell it to you. We at the Comedy Act, and Tommy Hearns was there. He had just fought Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, wow.
And Robin Harris had this thing. You could not go to the bathroom if he was on stage. If you went to the bathroom while he was on stage, he would clown the hell out of you, okay? And people would be sitting in the chairs holding it, okay? Waiting for Robin to get off. So Tommy Hearns got up to go to the bathroom, and Robin said, "Where you going?" Tommy like, "Man, shut up." He looked at Tommy Hearns and said, "Don't make me call Sugar Ray." Oh, man, the whole place fell out. Dude, it was over. It was over. It was over, okay? Broke up. I lost you. What happened? Still can't hear you.
Hello?
There you go. Got
you. Okay.
All right. Yes, sir, man.
Sugar Ray was my idol, man, growing up.
Come on, dude. I love Sugar Ray, dude.
I grew up in Landover, Maryland.
Okay.
And he grew up down the street, a place called Palmer Park. And I used to try to imitate him all the time. Hello, my name is Sugar Ray Leonard. When I fought Tommy Hearns, you know, Tommy liked to stick that jab out there, but you know, I studied him so much. I knew how great he was, and I told myself, I got to dig down. I got to really dig down to get this guy. And then when Angelo Dundee told me, "You're blowing it, kid. You're blowing it, kid," I said, "Not tonight. I'm gonna get Tommy Hearns.
Good one, Doc. I'm an old school fight fan. No disrespect to anybody that's fighting right now, but to me, those were the best fights. Those were fights, okay? They didn't box, okay? They fought. When you had a fight back in the 80s, wasn't no putting on no shades going to the after party. The after party was in the emergency room, okay? The winner may be in the hospital 2 days, okay? This is the kind of fight. There's 15 rounds back there too.
Dude, I used to work at the Sheraton Hotel in Lanham, Maryland.
Okay.
I tell them from Maryland because I say Merlin, like Merlin the magician. We always know who's not from DC and Maryland because they say Maryland. Nah, it ain't from around here. You know? So, and I used to get, it was the place where all the groups would come and stay, and celebrities would come to stay in town if they were going to perform at the Capitol Center. And so the first fight I ever went to was Sugar Ray Leonard and Davy Boy Green. Green.
Okay.
I had never been to a fight before. This guy gave me some tickets. And I mean, back then, people were yelling and screaming and throwing stuff. It was barbaric. I mean, it's still barbaric, but, a couple guys beating the crap out of each other. But Sugar Ray, he was something else, man. He messed up when he fought Duran the first time. He tried to brawl him, tried to go toe to toe. I'm a big fight fan. I'm a big fight fan.
Too.
Yeah, I'm a big Floyd Mayweather fan.
Okay.
Love Floyd Mayweather. And people who say he runs around all the time, they got to see his early career, his middle career, and then his late career. And if you study his films, Floyd never ran. Go back and look at the Pacquiao fight.
Okay.
Go back and look at any fight that he fought. Look at the Canelo fight. Look at any fight, and you tell me after watching it a second time if Floyd runs.
Okay, I'll do that.
If people think he runs, they're not a boxing aficionado.
Okay. Object is not to get hit.
Huh?
The object is to hit and not get hit.
And he perfected that.
Okay.
He perfected that. If you saw him against Conor McGregor,
right,
he came in. He came at him. He said he wanted to do that to please his fans who thought the Pacquiao fight was disappointing.
Interesting. One of my favorite fighters back in the day, man. I used to like Sweet Pea a lot. Sweet Pea, and I even like those crazy ass Aaron Pryor. Aaron Pryor was like 4'11", 5 feet. But he was taking
he wasn't that short, but he was a monster, man. Aaron Pryor was a monster, man.
We talking about some old school players now, folks. Talking about some old
and Sweet Pea had the defense. We lost him too soon. We lost Marvelous Marvin too soon.
Right. He was a tough dude, man. He was, man.
Hey, man, he beat Duran.
He beat Duran. They fought.
Convincingly.
They fought.
He beat Duran convincingly.
They fought for real, okay?
Yeah.
Dude.
And he lost to Sugar Ray.
When I saw, he think he won the Sugar Ray, but I think Sugar Ray knew how to get his points, okay? He knew how to hit you up, beat you up, get your points.
Marvin lost a lot of time in that fight trying to stalk Sugar Ray down, and Sugar danced around, pop, danced around. He got a couple of good licks on the ropes, but he lost a lot of time.
Right.
He was a baby Joe Frazier.
Right.
Switch hitter.
Yeah.
Actually from both sides, man.
I think the funniest fight I've seen Hagler ever had when he fought Tommy Hearns, and he hit Tommy Hearns so hard, Tommy Hearns started running. Hold on, man. It was like he had to get up out the ring because Sugar Ray Leonard had Marvin was stuck him really good. He was trying to run up out the ring. That was some funny shit to me.
Tommy couldn't keep the distance, and he got Marvin early. He caught
right.
Marvin. Marvin was tough as nails, man.
Yes, sir.
Marvin was tough as nails, man. I was not a Marvin fan because I was a Sugar Ray fan. I was not a Tommy Hearns fan because I was a Sugar Ray fan. I was not a Duran fan because I was a Sugar Ray Leonard fan. And he brought so much joy, man.
Right on, Doc.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, we as African Americans really have excelled in sports.
Yeah.
And some of us know more about sports than we know what's going on around us. And sometimes that makes me sad. And other times I'm able to say it's all in divine order. You know, this crazy life we live.
It is what it
But
is.
sometimes it makes me sad. You know, I think, well, blacks, why don't blacks do this? And how come we're not doing this? And why are they killing us? And I realized without leadership, it's not really going to change. There'll be more and more people getting money. We're getting in the middle class. We've got a solid middle class. And I guess we have to lead by example, like people like LeBron, you know,
Right.
amassing a lot of money. You can do things with money. You can affect change with money.
Right.
People don't really want to listen to no broke fool.
Broke leader.
Nah, they don't. They don't really.
No.
So
Leader with some money.
I appreciate sports. I appreciate the arts. One time, Al Sharpton and I were on a panel, and he was saying that our artists were never our leaders. And I wanted to jump up and say, man, that's some bullshit. Because James Brown was one of his mentors.
James Brown, that's right.
And James Brown made a hell of a impact on the community.
Yes, he did.
Our entertainers do make an impact, but we need that impact to go through other areas, I think. What you think about that?
Man, when we grew up, Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, who else? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all these cats, man. I remember seeing them on a panel. And along with Big Gregory and some other heavy cats, man. They was like
Regina King just made a movie about. I haven't seen it, but about that.
Yeah,
it happened one day in Miami or something like that.
Well, I saw that movie, man. It was pretty interesting, man. With Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, and I think it was the brother of the singer. Damn.
I think Oscar Robert was. Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke. They were all
Ali and Sam Cooke were good friends.
Yeah, and they all were talking about various situations that they were dealing with. And Sam was talking about, they was trying to clown Sam for making so-called nursery rhyme hits. And then did the movie he made, I Was Born by the River. But I Was Born by the River, he think that was the end of the song, man. Bottom line is, everybody had an effect on everybody else in the movie. Dope movie.
You know, music has gotten us through. And I think one of the things that people resonate with the Five Heartbeats is that even though it takes place in the 60s, the same struggle is going on. Can we make it? How can we make it? How do we deal with racism? How can we try to be something positive in life? Something we can be proud of. Dealing with relationships, dealing with friendships, dealing with brotherhood. Those issues are classic issues. So Sam Cooke was a pioneer.
Yes, he
in
was.
that he was publishing his own music in those days. He was retaining his publishing. When he died, his ex-wife sold it, his whole catalog for like 100 G. We look at that today and go, what?
Yeah.
But 100 G in 1960 something was probably, well, not probably, it was a lot of money.
Yeah,
it was good money. You could stretch 100 G to a very good life in the 60s.
A lot of people.
The average person was making 8,000 a year, 5,000 a year, 3,000 a year. 100 grand.
A lot of people say that catalog, him owning this catalog and trying to get other artists to control that catalog they're publishing was a suspicion of why he had the untimely death in a suspicious situation.
Yeah, well, we didn't have all the cameras and stuff we have today, all the surveillance and all the internet presence. You know, the underworld operated without much opposition. And, you know, the underworld controlled a lot of Hollywood and the entertainment industry. You know,
Very true. Before we go, man, what you doing now? Where can they find you at?
I'm not really looking to be found all the time. You know what I'm saying? I know that's a common practice for this generation. Where can we find you? This part of my life, I'm looking to help people with their health.
Okay.
And it's very scary for me because I've been studying herbs and holistic healing for about 40 years now. And there's so much of what's going on right now that I'm not going to speak too heavily on it, but I'm trying to find a way to be of value as a source of information for people. Dr. Sebi was one of my heroes. So I'm trying to make the transition into how to make myself accessible at the same time, just trying to be led by the spirit of what to do, because we, as Dr. Sebi said, we didn't bring our food with us from Africa on the slave ships. So we depend on the dominant culture to tell us what the reality is, not only in the health game, but in everything. They dictate to us what reality is, and we're not taught to question it. So they can tell you there's a monster coming and he's going to be coming around the corner in 3 days, and we don't question it. Most of us don't. And it's understandable. We've been, they've been our leaders for over 400 years. And so I'm not looking to be necessarily found right now in terms of anything to sell anybody. I have nothing to sell anybody but humanity, blessings. And I'm working with a very small group of people right now and learning how to be guided to make an impact on our people. And it's not necessarily just becoming a vegetarian or vegan or exercising. It's a spiritual path. It's a spiritual path, as well as having fun in this life. And maybe some of us can try to wake up and be more red pill. I was listening to Dick Gregory yesterday, and he's one of my inspirations. And he said, when God gives you these magical glasses to put on that open up your eyes, you can't take them off. And you can't force anybody else to wear them. Was that the buzzer to tell us to get off?
Yes, at the time, Doc.
All right, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Man, thank you for taking the time out to getting all the little technical difficulties out the way, folks. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for sticking with us all this time. Like I say, folks, that's the only drawback about being live. Every once in a while, you run across a little technical difficulty, but like a true player, we're going to make it happen, folks. Tico, thank you again, my brother.
Hey, man.
Rashard, Old School Bone, John Wick, Harden. Thank y'all, folks. See y'all next week. Peace.